Alright, so what we're doing here, I got this, it's completely winterized, but I'm gonna uninstall the V6. I'm sorry, the L6 on Blue Boat, and install the V6, which is right here, which is running right now about 120 psi per cylinder. Has completely been rebuilt, and just see what all the hype is about. So that's my question. As a Mark's on L6, you know I love inlines, but I want to see if this engine will last. I'm gonna run the snot out of it. So first things first, we're gonna uninstall this inline 6 right here that's covered up. So here's a better look at the V6, the franchise engine that started L6. Compliments of Bobby P. Okay, so I'm gonna uninstall this. Like I said, this engine over here. I'm gonna put it on there, see what all the hype is about. But you know, don't get me wrong. I love inline sixes. The torque is just crazy. You know, but we all evolve. And honestly, I just want to see what this engine can do this year. And on top of that, I'm hoping it doesn't blow a piston. Because I know that these engines don't last very long. So I'm going to pull this off today. Alright, so the first thing I have to do is disconnect all the controls, battery cables, everything like that, steering. And then I'm going to place something on top of here, pull this off, and loosen all the mounting bolts. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is disconnect the dual steering right here, which is just all hex nuts and everything like that. And then I'm going to disconnect the controls. Alright, so I'm trying to get the dual steering disconnected, but the throttle cable and this is in my way, so I'm going to move these first just so I can disconnect the dual steering. Alright, so I got the control harness completely disconnected, so now I can move on to just these little bolts for the dual steering, and then I can take these screws off and I should be able to pull the engine off. Alright, so I got the throttle cables out, I got the controls out, and I got the steering out, and dual steering out, sorta. So now all that's left is to unbolt the 4 bolts here. 1 and 2. And then I'm going to lift this engine off this boat. Alright, so everything is disconnected except for the 4 mounting bolts right here into the transom. So all I have to do now is get the lift, connect it to the I-ring, pull it up, and disconnect the 4 bolts that are mounting it to the boat, which they are sealed. So we'll see what happens. And before I pull this beautiful engine off this boat, I just want you guys to know that L6 is where my heart lies at. But I want to give this V6 a try. So we're looking at my workshop here, and you see it's all inlines, and then I have this one right here that was completely rebuilt by Friends and Marine. Yep, running about 120 psi per cylinder, and I just want to see what it's about, you know. Okay, so that's the last phase of unmounting the L6, and I'm going to unbolt the mounting screws here. 3/4 SA, Okay, so I got all the bolts off. Had to rig something like this because we all know Mark Sutton's a one-man show. So, but all the bolts are loose. I just have to hammer them out, and then we're gonna lift the engine off the boat. All right, so that's how you unmount a L6 or any Mercury outboard. And you can see train is in pretty good shape. Very solid. Okay, and this engine has not given me any problems since the last a little spat, but I've replaced everything on it, including new switch boxes and a new alternator. So, but the next phase of this video, I'm going to install the V6 on that boat, which is my family boat.